Corporate World, Adaptability and Curiosity Often Outshine Talent by Satya Nadella. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to Corporate Life, an insightful session brought to you by IEEE RAS SBC and ITC in collaboration with IEEE SB MEC and IEEE SBC Kalupara as a part of the Career Explore series. As students prepare to step beyond the campus gates, we often wonder what really awaits us on the other side. Today's session aims to answer that by dividing into real world experiences, practical tips, and lessons from someone who's walked the path just ahead of us. We are thrilled to have with us Mr. ABHIRAM R, technical staff at Oracle and an alumnus of NIT Calicut EC batch of 2019. From acing campus placements to contributing to the tech industry, he brings a refreshing and relatable perspective on transitioning from college to corporate world. Apart from his corporate job, he runs a popular YouTube channel where he mentors scheme aspirants and also owns a playlist, NITC Placement Diaries, inspiring many with his grounded yet forward looking approach. Today, he'll be shedding light on the challenges and opportunities in the early stages of a tech career and how curiosity, grit, and clear direction can set you apart. So, without any further ado, let's give a warm welcome to Mr. Abhiramar. Over to you, sir.
Hey, thanks, Ashley, for that. Yeah, I hope I am audible and
Yes,
is
yes,
everything fine? Audio is fine. Okay, fine. Yeah,
yes.
one thing I want to make clear is you can interrupt me at any point. You can ask me questions. Shakira is already asking some questions. I don't know. Can you please mute Shakira? I don't think you are asking anything. Yeah, thank you. So, uh, honestly, this will be the most easiest session that I'll be giving because we are talking based on experience. I did not have to prepare much, but anyhow, I have prepared a PPT for you guys. I'll start sharing and just give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen. Yeah, I hope my screen is visible to you guys. Is it? Yeah, okay. Thanks, Aditya, for the thumbs up. So coming to the topic that I have chosen, the corporate life, it is all about the life which I have gone through in the past 2 years. I have completed my BTech from NIT Calicut in 2023. I was one of you like 2 years back. Now I am a corporate guy. We'll see what transitions happened in me and what is going to happen to you guys when you step into the corporate world. And this here is a small summary of what we are going to see: major lifestyle changes, learning and growth mindset, how your mindset will change about learning, growth, career opportunities, and other things when you go into really step into the corporate world, and realities, expectation versus realities of corporate culture, and how you can prepare effectively while you are in college. It will be very simple, very straightforward, and I'll try to keep it as interesting as possible for you guys. Okay, so we'll start with lifestyle changes. Forget all the points that I have mentioned here. The major lifestyle change that will happen to you guys, you will have 4 new applications in your mobile phone: Swiggy, Zomato, Septo, and Bumble, not Bumble, Blinkit. You can have Bumble if you want. That is the point number 3, which I have mentioned here. That is your independence. You will be taking your own life decisions. There will be very fewer hand holdings. There will be very few people who comes and tell you you have to do this, you have to do that, those kind of things. That thing will disappear entirely. You might have experienced that transition when you came to college from school. Studies and all are done by you only. There is nobody will come and push you to do this and that. Now, once you transition to a corporate world, that will be even more free. Your independence will be at peak. Now, the first point, discipline and routine. We know how in college, how disciplined and routine we are. We have some classes, we go them, attend them. We either go and attend or we bunk those classes. But coming to a job, you have to finish what you have been assigned. So you will have to schedule your day. You will have to prepare a disciplined routine, and you have to be accountable for whatever you have taken up. That is one of the main things that I have seen. Now, coming to time management, this is one of the key things that I saw. There are people who work late nights. There are people who don't work at all. There are people who give importance only to their personal things, and they just take work as a side hustle kind of thing. So you have to be on top of your game always, I would say. You have to balance between your career and your work life. So those things will automatically come to you once you step into the corporate world. And of course, there are financial shifts that will be happening. Your salaries will be coming. That is one of the major change that I saw. In college, we did not have any money, right? As Ashley said, I have a YouTube channel. I used to get around 5,000 rupees per month from that. So I was king in college. See, 5,000 rupees per month, I was very happy. But now things have changed. The 5,000 has changed to a different amount now. So you will also experience that change. Then you will have to file your taxes. That is one of the worst experiences. You will file it, it will go to the ITR department, and it will come back rejected. I have experienced 2 times such that my filing was rejected, and those are some learnings which we have to do. And then you have to think about savings, your RD, FD, SIPs. Yeah, you will see those things. Those are the main lifestyle changes that you will see. Now coming to work culture versus college culture, any questions, any thoughts here? Lifestyle changes, any questions here? Anybody? I take that as a no. Am I audible, guys? Again, when you guys don't speak, I assume that I am not audible. Hey, thanks, Adil, for the thumbs up. But anyone with a voice here? Hello, hello. Even coordinators are also fine. You can speak up. Yeah. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Thank you. Okay. So my next slide is work culture versus college culture. Yeah, coming to projects, you know how group projects in college are. One guy will be doing the work, other guys will be just praising him and doing some side business, finishing the record or something like that. But coming to corporate world, everyone will have to do their part. Only then you will be noticed. Your individual contribution will matter a lot. A personal experience here. I joined my team, and my manager was giving me a small talk, like prep talk, you can say. And he told me, this is not a place of worship. This is not a temple. This is a jungle. That has a huge meaning to it, because in jungle, you have to be your own uh, guard, I would say. You have to take care of yourself. If you want to advance, you have to be on top of your game always. So everybody will be like that in a competitive world. But that doesn't mean you have to be on alert every time. You can have your chill, but you have to keep that in mind. No one is coming to do your job unless you quit. Then they have to assign somebody else, right? Now, second point is feedback in college is rare. That is true. Has any one of you went to a professor and asked him, "Sir, how am I doing? Am I doing good?" He won't even know you. He won't even recognize your face. So that is quite weird if you do it in college. And if you do it, that's great. That means you are very organized and nice. But in corporate, that is a strict yes. You have to be on call with your manager regularly. assessing your performance. You have to see if you are going down anywhere. You have to let him know that you are doing your work basically, because there will be an appraisal season. In every company, it will be there. There, your performance will be evaluated out of either 5 or 10. So if you talk to your manager on a regular basis, he will know how you are performing. He will know you are doing things. Even if you are struggling with something, he will know that you are pushing to achieve something. So that will put you in a good spot. And that, my friends, I would highly recommend when you go into a college, corporate world, speak to your manager and get feedbacks regularly. And you are expected to be providing the results in good quality and good speed. In college, you have to have your quality, but mostly professors will be grading you if the work is okay, average. Yeah. So these are your expectations. These are expected out of you when you go to a corporate setup. And professionalism is something which you will learn when you actually experience it. See, dress code part, I have just put it based on company to company. There are two types of company you might have heard: product companies and service-based companies. As far as I have heard from people who work in service-based companies, the dress code is very strict there. You have to go in tip-top formals and formal shoes and all. My colleague who works with me now used to work in a service-based company. Once he wore all good dress, but his shoes were not formal shoes, casual shoes. So security asked him to leave and come back in formal shoes. So those kind of things exist in some companies. So beware. And yeah. And emails, meetings, punctuality, these are all part of your professionalism. These show how professional you are, how decent you are in the workplace. I would highly recommend practicing writing good emails, using good words. You can use ChatGPT if you want. You can just frame an email and give it to ChatGPT and ask him to rate it. How professional is this? And it will give you suggestions. You can change this word to that, that word to this. That's how we do. So after this ChatGPT, all our emails are very good right now. Now, coming to the learning in corporate, forgive me for the recurring theme in this presentation. I intend to keep it very simple. That's right. No fancy stuff, only basic stuff. Learning never stops in corporate because every day new things are coming, new tools, framework, etc. are coming day by day. We cannot sit with the same stuff for a long time. And the real work which you will be assigned will be very different from what you will experience in the initial few days of your corporate life. And there won't be solutions for everything in the documents. You will have to sit and find it. So that is one good thing, that learning happens when you try and do things on your own. You have to explore Google, some other sites, and you have to find solutions for the problem which you are facing. That's how you learn. And once you find a solution, you have to document and communicate it. That's how you grow. So growth in corporate life is two things: learning and growing. Learning will happen when you do things. Growth will happen when you let people know that you are doing things. Okay. Letting people know that you are doing things is the important part, I would say. So the skills that you must build, technical skills, of course, you should build the skills that you are going to use in your life, that you should be building now. These are the skills that I would like you to learn while you are in college. See, you have to fix where you are going. If you are an electronics guy, you have to choose whether you like electronics and want to go into a core field, or you want to go into tech field, software field. Then you have to plan accordingly, work accordingly. So study the technical skills that will come to you and that you want to do. Soft skills definitely is a very important part. Like I said, you have to let people know that you are working. To do that, communication is one of the most important part to correctly express what you do and how you do. Teamwork, of course, is part of corporate life. So productivity, time management, note making, these are the things that you know. You have to be managing your time properly and taking notes and escaping distractions is very important. That's one of the key things that is happening, that should happen in workplace, because you will be assigned 2-3 things at a time. On a given day, you should not be confused whether to do that or this or some other thing or help with another project. No, you have to have a list of things with you. You will have to correctly write what you are going to do in the morning hour, 1 or 2 hours, what you are going to do, and then what you are going to do. You have to keep it simple. You don't have to do everything in one go. You have to do one thing correctly. That's all. Plain and simple. So that is where planning will help you work without distractions. So this is a skill I would like you to build now itself. Because while you are studying in college, right, you will have many things to do. Don't mix things. We don't want any big multitaskers here. We just want people who do things well. So think in that ways. Now, these are the common misconceptions. I don't know if you guys have these misconceptions, but anyhow, I think these are the common misconceptions. I'll get full training before I start. No, you won't be getting any big training before you start. You will be assigned some small work before you start, and then all of a sudden you will be given a big task. That's how you learn in corporate. Corporate life is chill. Yes, it is chill, but it can be hell also sometimes. Depends on how you manage your work, how you manage your time, how you do your work-life balance thing. I only need technical skills. No, that is foolishness. With just technical skills, your work will be done, but nobody will notice you. They will just see, okay, this is done. Good. What is next? Nobody will care who did it unless you yourself point it out. Okay, I have done this to get this. That is one of the major things. I have been repeating it 2-3 times now because I have experienced that stuff. I'll figure it out later. No, no, no. That is completely out of the picture. Once you are assigned something, you have to get it done. There is no way out of that. You should have a sense of urgency, I would say. When something comes to you, your mind should go to a point that, okay, let's get it done. So I recently saw this Rekha Chitram movie, Malayalam movie. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I saw two kinds of officers there. One guy will do Asif Ali is the hero there. He wants some kind of file from an office. So he goes into that office and just asks the policeman, there is a file from 1980 that I need. So this guy will tell, oh, we'll check it now itself, and goes on and finds it. And there is this boss of Asif Ali to whom this guy tells something, and then that is, oh, okay, we'll check it out. Something very, with the body language itself, we could see the contrasting difference between the two ways. You have to be the first guy in corporate. So what I wish I knew in college, start learning real world tools early. Yes, of course, if you have hands-on knowledge on VS Code, Git, it will be very good because these are industry-wide tools. These guys are used in almost all sectors, VS Code, Git, Excel, etc. Improve written and communicating English, written and spoken English. You have to be on top of your English. Networking is important. Build your LinkedIn presence. Go to LinkedIn. If you don't have an account, create it and communicate with people. That's how in these tough times, recession times, people get their job primarily through LinkedIn. So you should have a LinkedIn. I'm not saying it is very hard to get a job in this market and something like that. But when things happen, recently there were news of such incidents in some companies. So better prepared than not doing anything. Learn about the industry you are targeting. Like I said, if you are going for a core job, learn about the industry. What is happening in that industry? What new chip is coming? What is Qualcomm doing? What is TI doing? You have to be aware of the things happening. If you are going to a software industry, what is the leading stuff happening now? What is AI? how AI is going to affect things, what will be the future like. Just have a read up, just have your thoughts ready with this, because while you attend interviews, right, you can make things interesting. If you have some knowledge of the things that are happening in the industry, you can talk to the interviewer, you can make the discussion fun. So that would be ideal. Now, build projects from scratch. That is how you learn, so that you will have stuff in your resume. Again, resume is important during your interviews. And if you have good stuff in your resume, you can talk to the interviewer. You will have points to talk, and they will have questions to ask. That's how you earn your position in corporate. Now, what happens during your first month on the job? Hey, I have been talking non-stop. What is your opinion, guys? Is it going good? Are you getting something? Another round of thumbs up, please. I'm waiting. Anybody? Ah, very good. Hello, sir. While enrolling in courses be a good way. Yeah, we'll come to that. Enrolling in courses is good depending on the course that you are taking. If the course is irrelevant to your aim, then don't go. But you have to do a basic check on people who have done that course and what happens, what is the syllabus, and then give it a try. Now, first month on the job, this is where the action happens. First impressions matter. So you have to be very proactive in your first 2-3 months, I would say, on the job. You have to build that rapport with your team. You have to go talk to the people. You have to have tea time conversations. You have to learn what is happening in your team and what your team is doing exactly to contribute to the company. Only then you can play a role to help the team grow. That is how you grow. Now, ask questions, be active. We have covered that. Build rapport with your team. Learn the product and the service that your company offers. Yeah. Observe, document, contribute. Observe is very important. Observe how each person in your team is. Who is the funny guy? Who will help you when you need? Who has all the info regarding the things that you need? And who has access to all the documents? Who contributes to which part of the team? There will be a guy contributing to the website part. There will be a programmer. There might be a tester locally to your team. So build that rapport and try to have good connections with these guys. That's how you navigate your first month. Now, growth mindset. Yeah, embrace feedback. I think we have covered this feedback thing. You have to be on top of your feedback game. You have to get feedbacks regularly from your manager and teammates. Set goals, short-term and long-term goals. You have to plan accordingly. In another 5 months, what I will be doing. Another, your quick goals. In 2 weeks, I have to achieve this, something like that. Stay curious, keep learning. You are not limited to anything. You can learn anything. What your team does might not be so great, so technologically advanced, but you can go ahead and learn things when you have free time. That will take you long ways. Take ownership of your growth. Definitely. No, you are responsible for your growth. If you sit idle, you will sit idle. There is no other way around. You have to continuously evolve to be who you desire to. If you desire to be the same person after 5 years, you don't have to do anything. You have to be yourself. But if you plan on becoming something, some higher version of yourself, you have to take ownership of your growth and evolve. This I am saying this to myself as well. I am not that great with this point, but yes. Now, this is our final slide here. Never take anything personal, be it corporate life, be it your personal life. You don't have to make everyone happy. Failures in corporate, rejections, and demotivations are all part of the career that you are going to face. You should take a chill pill sometimes and let people think what they want to think, and you have to just do your part and let people know what you have done. Everything will go correctly. Always remember, all is well. I hope This was an insightful session, and thanks IEEE for setting this up. That's all I had now. Let's see if we have any questions. Sriram. Yes, Sriram, come on. You have raised your hand. If you have any question, you can speak up. Anybody? Sriram is not speaking up.
Hello.
Yeah. Who is
Yeah,
it?
actually, I have two questions.
Yeah.
First one is, well, actually, what happened to your hand? Have is it now?
Actually, I fell down from bike, bro. So I have a scaphoid fracture that takes 2-3
Okay.
weeks. I am yet to put plaster on it. I am adjusting with this brace now. Hey, thanks,
Yeah.
man.
Okay. Um,
Yeah.
Second one is like, what makes a LinkedIn profile or a resume stand out to the recruiters in, say, top tier countries, top
Mhm.
tier companies?
Okay. Great question. By the way, company recruiters often, if we can answer this in two perspectives. One is while hiring freshers and while hiring experienced guys. Now, I won't be saying experienced thing here because you will figure it out later. For freshers, they will just check if you are trainable enough, if you have done enough stuff, if you have a good project, they will be asking you questions on what you have done. So I would say in your resume, have one or two good projects and some achievements that you have there. And in your LinkedIn profile too, share those projects. Share all the extracurricular activities that you are part in. Just have something to talk. That will be enough as a fresher. But if you are an experienced person, the game is different. Companies will be looking for that role to which you are applying. So your LinkedIn profile should have things that the company or the recruiter is looking for. Your resume should have experiences that the recruiter is looking for. As a fresher, that generally doesn't matter for most of the companies, most of the top tier companies, I would say. So my suggestion would be to build some projects, keep it in your resume as well as LinkedIn, and have good grasp on it. You have to answer everything that comes to your way that you have put into your resume. I hope that clears your question, Anandan.
Yeah. Thank you.
Cool. Anyone else here with questions?
Sir, what would you recommend? Like higher studies after 1-2 years of job or vice versa?
Mhm. Vice versa is like taking higher studies now and then going to job. Do
Yeah.
you mean like that? Okay. So this depends on personal interest. So if you want to take higher studies, I would say gaining experience in corporate and then going to higher studies is a good option because you will have the financial strength to go to higher studies on your own, come back, and then get um, an even more paying job or an even more interesting job. So still, there are many people who avoid higher studies completely, and that is their personal interest. And if you believe you like to study maybe abroad, I don't know your aspirations, you if you want to experience that, I would suggest go for some 2 years at corporate, learn the culture, get some financial freedom, then go. That would be good. But I am not mandating anything. If you are happy with going just after your BTech, that is also fine. You can come back and start your corporate fresh. Is that a convincing answer, Anne Mary?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, cool. Anyone else? Hey, cool, man. We had 40 people when we started. Now we have 56. I was expecting people to drop off in between. Or have you set any restrictions for not dropping off? Huh? Anybody else? Questions? Any questions? Aditya Narayanan, I am from a third tier college. The placements are not so good. So I need to do sorry, Aditya. I missed that. Do I need to go for higher studies? Hey, that depends on your interest again. If you want to get placed in some company, you can try reaching out to people via LinkedIn, and there is Naukri, and there are many job hunting sites that you have. If you have the necessary skills, you can go and apply and see what is happening in the job market. Now, if you're interested in higher studies, definitely you can go for higher studies and get placed later. That is a very personal choice, but still you have to think on that terms and come to a conclusion. I know it is not an easy, straightforward answer to give, but that depends on where you stand, what is your aspirations, and how long do you want to stay uh, studying, or how fast you need to get a job. Depends on person to person. Yeah. Is that all? Anything else? Are there any ways of negotiations that can be made in terms of job offers and salaries and mutual way of goodwill between both? Of course, there are, but I haven't personally experienced this because this is my first company, first job. There was a fixed CTC and everything was fixed. There was no negotiations when it comes to campus placements. There are no negotiations when it comes to campus placement. But once you jump from another company, you can definitely quote your price. You can ask, I am getting this much now, and I will be promoted next year, and I will be getting this much. I want you to match that. You can say that there is no restriction on asking, but you have to be very polite. You just don't go there and you have to stand there and my worth is 50 lakhs. You have to give me 50 lakhs, otherwise I am not coming. That is not the right way. You have to. It is a give and take. Just like any relationship, it has to be a give and take policy between you and the recruiter. Sir, a department specific question. What are the best opportunities an easy core NITC student has in career and placements? Yeah, good one. A sad truth is there are not many core companies that are coming. And out of the core companies that are coming, the ones that pay high or those which have good work-life balance are even lesser. I would say Qualcomm is good, Texas Instruments is good, AMD is good, and there are one or two others which I forgot actually. But try to improve your skills. The major difference between hardware and software is that in hardware, your worth increases with your experience. You will be paid higher with your experience. So even if you're interested in hardware, I would say get into a hardware company, develop your skills, move on to some other companies. Nvidia, for example, is you might have seen the stock price have gone up very fast, and many people have become crore-padis overnight. So luck will favor the brave. Luck will favor the prepared. So if you want to go into core, be brave and go into core, you will be successful. So yeah. In NITC, Texas Instruments is what you have to look for. That is one of the best companies that you can get into as a core. Okay. How can I maintain a good transition from one job to another if the situation arises? You have to have good skill sets to transition to one company to another. In corporate, in software industry, you have to know DSA, data structures and algorithms, and your work should speak for you. You have to list down the major accomplishments that you have done and let them know that you are a valuable asset. That's all. You will be hired. Okay, guys, my Instagram is abhiramrajan2000@gmail.com. Very straightforward. My LinkedIn profile, I think I'll share with these guys coordinators and ask them to put it in group. You can ask any questions anytime, and if I know the answer, I'll definitely ping back. And I hope this session was insightful to you guys, at least some of you guys. And don't hesitate to connect. Okay. Anything else, coordinators?
Sir, nothing, then I'll wind up with a vote of thanks. If there's nothing more.
Yeah, that's pretty much it from my side. And yeah.
As we come to the close of today's session on corporate life, we hope you leave with valuable insights and a greater sense of clarity and motivation for your own journey ahead. A heartfelt thank you to Mr. Abhiram R for generously sharing your experiences, tips, and reflections. Your story has made the road from campus to corporate life feel a little less daunting and a lot more exciting. We truly appreciate you for taking the time to guide and inspire us, and we hope to welcome you back to more of our sessions in the future. A big thank you to IEEE RAS SBC NITC, IEEE SB MEC, and IEEE SBCE Kalupara for putting this event together and creating such a meaningful platform for student development. And to everyone who's joined us today, thank you for your energy, your questions, and your willingness to learn. May today's session be the first of many steps towards your own successful and fulfilling career. Thank you once again, and we look forward to having you at our upcoming Career Explore sessions. Have a wonderful evening ahead.